What's going on, everyone? Games here, back with another video, and in this video we are going to go over some new and exclusive leaks that I've probably only shared during Drunk Stream about what Revenant's rework is supposed to look like, along with going over some of the patch notes from yesterday's trailer by Respawn. What I did find interesting was that Respawn didn't mention ranked at all in the patch notes, which to me is pretty wild. If you are struggling with getting no bonus in ranked, please make sure to go check out my last video, sharing with friends, liking it, and of course going to the EA link in the comment to share your experience with not getting a bonus. Helps a ton to get the word out, so I appreciate you guys helping the whole community out. Also, shout out to everyone hitting the like button and subscribing after watching the video. I really appreciate the warm welcome back. The video actually made enough money to even pay for its own thumbnail, so that's really good. Now, before I go and share the new leaks about Revenant, and no, these aren't the ones you've already seen everywhere else, let me go ahead and talk about some of these patch notes changes. First, R99 is going to the crafter along with a rampage. That's such a weird one, but I guess it'll be nice not having to search for an R99 anymore. I'm not sure how I feel about it. And they made the evac towers harder to find, making them as rare as heat shields. I must say that they still feel hard to find when I'm scrambling to find one in hide and go seek in customs, but okay. They also nerfed the Nemesis by slowing the projectile speed and increasing the projectile gravity. The Nemesis needed a range nerf, so I think it's a good play and probably was due. Everyone sort of expected it to happen eventually, so no big issues there. The big news, however, is about Seer. Seer got a lot of changes to his kit, big time nerfed. His heartbeat sensor range is reduced to 50 meters from 75 meters. However, the heartbeat delay on the first heartbeat has been reduced, which is good because it made him feel super clunky, and honestly, it made me miss heartbeat sometimes. His tactical range is now reduced to 60 meters from 75. His firing speed of it is 30% faster, so it's harder to dodge now, which is really good. It no longer cancels healing, no longer cancels revives, and no longer cancels beacon interactions. Scan time is highly reduced from 8 seconds to 2.5 seconds. Enemies hit by the focus of attention, though, are now slowed for that entire 2.5 seconds. Silence time increased to 10 seconds, was only 1.75 seconds. Enemies who are silenced by Seer are now also highlighted with a threat outline to Seer and his teammates, but only when they have line of sight. Now, this is an interesting one. They are taking away a lot of the wall hack ability of the character. His ultimate now can only be thrown a max of 15 meters, whereas before it was 50 meters. So I'm sure that'll feel weird, and they removed the diamond scan markers on enemies that are moving. It'll now only show their footsteps when they are moving, and markers will now only appear with enemy gunfire for 1.25 seconds. Significant change that is honestly a very good change for Seer, as he is no longer very overpowered and extremely hard to counter. He has a counter character out, and his ultimate isn't as brutal as it was before. What's funny though is that Seer wasn't even the top 3 characters picked for ranked because of how ape-fest it is. He's not even in the top 6. I talked more about some of the stats from this ranked season in my last video, so make sure to go check it out after this. That was it, but of course we did get a look at the new Horizon heirloom, to which Lulu Lovely did notice she has one of these at her bedside table, but without the spikes. Not sure what she meant by this, but apparently they sent her a 3D printed one that's missing the spikes. I don't know. What's interesting is that I was told about some mid-season lore and changes coming, so unless they canceled it, which honestly could happen because of how disastrous the season's going so far, I expect we will be seeing something soon involves the maps. Expect to be playing on different maps after the big mid-season update for this event. I also still believe they will be doing a ranked update. However, I do not know if it's going to be in a separate patch or this one, and I do not think they'll be adding a split. So keep tracking how high those rank numbers climb at apexrank.com. I'm sure we will all get to keep watching it burn. And if you're a rank grinder like me, you'll keep having no reason to play Apex Ranked. Before we jump into the leaks, a quick reminder that I'm doing custom Apex games shortly after this video goes live, like Hide and Go Seek, King of the Hill, and No Abilities mode at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You are all invited. We've had plenty of room recently. Apex coins are given away every day that we do our customs. PC and console are both welcome to join. Also going to be doing the Drunk Stream at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch. Hit me a follow on there, and bring your adult beverages to join me and Tiffany as we grind master lobbies while taking shots. Links are in the description and the pinned comments. So as we have seen all over the place, a lot of leaks have been popping up about Revenant's change. I hadn't gotten an update about them in a while, but around the time Thornton was leaking them, I decided to reach out to my contacts to see what they knew about the Revenant changes. What was interesting is that normally they align with Thornton's leaked information. However, this time they did not. I talked to Thornton about it, and we settled on the idea that most likely they are just testing different variations in different locations. So I sent on the information, just sharing it with my stream viewers on DrunkStream. I want to bring out a possible different version of what Revenant's changes could be, and of course, as always, take every early insider leak with a grain of salt, as many things could change, including even Apex's plan to change him at all. If you would like to share information with me privately, you can DM me on Instagram, Discord, Twitter, or email me at contact@ilootgames.com. You'll remain anonymous every time. So let's start with Rev's passive. Currently his passive allows him to climb really high, which is a lot of fun for Rev mains, and according to my source, that wouldn't change, except that you would get an additional ability to highlight enemies that are low HP. This matches with the rest of the changes that you're going to see with Revenant, as it appears they want to make him a more aggressive character, and I would imagine that due to the amount of lore that is packed behind Revenant, they see the need to improve his pick rate and make him more of an enjoyable character to play. With his climbing ability being the only part of movement that he can do, it sort of holds Revenant back from keeping up with characters like Horizon. So let's go on to his tactical. The possible rework for his tactical would be similar to Vantage's tactical with Echo, a super jump, but one that doesn't require you to send an item out like Echo. Imagine this: you approach a building, you aim your super jump and attach yourself to the side of the building, then silently crawl up the side. It would play well into his super climb, and I feel like all of a sudden would make Revenant a much more preferred movement character. In fact, I think I would absolutely love playing this version of Revenant much more than using his silence ability. Now, would that be a good trade-off for you guys though, losing his silence? Because I know a lot of Revenant mains love to use that, whether it be for visual clutter or just the ability to, like, let's say, cancel a rampart. Well, prepare to lose even more because his ultimate would be very different. But before I get to that, let me introduce you my sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm just kidding. Can you guys hit the like button though? I didn't put a sponsor in this video. I'd love if you guys just hit the like button. Appreciate it. In line with making him a much more aggro character, his ultimate would not be to become a shadow with extra health anymore. Instead, it would be a regen of HP and shields if you knock and thirst someone. Now, at first I thought there is no way they would remove his iconic totem, but actually I could see them keeping it and it being some sort of a health leech ultimate that is powered by the totem. That would keep the lore in line and not have everyone simply forget about the totem over time that seems to be so iconic to Revenant. This was all set to come out this season. I expected it mid-season patch, but we'll see. Now, I haven't reached out for updates on these changes, but when I do, I'll keep you all updated also. Let me know what you think about everything down below, and if you haven't watched my last video, I highly suggest you go check it out. I have more to leak, and with the season being so boring, I'll make sure to start leaking stuff that I normally just keep exclusively to the stream. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in custom lobbies at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time soon, or DrunkStream live on Twitch only at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take care, everyone. I'll catch you next time.